Edgar Cayce uncovered that the human body resonates with what he referred to as the Jesus Christ vibration, a distinct spiritual frequency capable of initiating healing that transcends medical comprehension. In his recorded medical assessments, he repeatedly asserted that this vibration functions through what he called the spiritual centers of the body, leading to physical healing when traditional medicine falls short. However, the most astonishing aspect of this finding is that Cayce indicated this Jesus Christ vibration is not merely a religious concept, but rather a form of spiritual physics that operates independently of an individual's beliefs or religious affiliation. Through over 14,000 documented readings, he illustrated how tapping into this vibration leads to quantifiable alterations in the human energy field, which directly influence both physical health and emotional well-being. Today, I'm going to share how the documented research of Edgar Cayce illustrates that the vibration of Jesus Christ is the crucial element for healing ailments beyond the reach of conventional medicine. These are not just theoretical ideas. They are proven principles based on decades of successful healing instances recorded at the Association for Research and Enlightenment in Virginia Beach. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, as what I'm about to discuss could fundamentally change your perspective on the link between spiritual vibration and physical healing. The core of Cayce's teaching regarding the vibration of Jesus Christ stems from his repeated findings that the human body comprises what he referred to as spiritual centers or chakras, which react to particular vibrational frequencies. Based on his documented medical evaluations, these centers can become blocked or misaligned when we act out of fear, anger, or separation instead of love and spiritual unity. However, this concept extends far beyond just energy healing. Cayce conveyed that the vibration of Jesus Christ embodies the ultimate expression of love brought into physical existence. In his philosophical interpretations, he repeatedly articulated that Jesus exemplified the total harmony of human awareness with divine love, establishing a vibrational framework that is available to all individuals for healing and spiritual growth. This goes beyond mere religious belief. It pertains to spiritual principles. As revealed in the archived documents from the ARE, Cayce indicated that achieving vibrational harmony with Christ consciousness unlocks what he referred to as the divine healing force inherent in every person, independent of their religious affiliations or spiritual comprehension. In his recorded healing practices, Cayce noted that when individuals synchronize their thoughts, feelings, and intentions with the love frequency embodied by Jesus, their bodies start reacting to this elevated vibration. This leads to the release of blocked energy and the activation of inherent healing mechanisms. What further amplifies this idea is that Cayce's readings consistently indicated that this Jesus Christ frequency not only heals specific ailments, but also targets the spiritual origins of illnesses that traditional medicine often overlooks. His research suggests that many physical disorders stem from what he described as spiritual discord, where the soul's energy becomes out of sync with its divine essence. When a person enhances their connection to the Jesus Christ frequency through prayer, meditation, and conscious practices of love, this alignment naturally promotes physical well-being. However, what Cayce uncovered fundamentally alters our understanding of healing. In records from the 1930s and 1940s, Cayce revealed that the vibration of Jesus Christ functions through particular spiritual principles that anyone willing to enhance their spiritual awareness and dedication to helping others can learn and implement. The initial principle he introduced is what he referred to as vibrational attunement, achieved through prayer and meditation. His documented insights suggest that engaging in regular spiritual practices gradually aligns human consciousness with elevated frequencies, fostering what he called spiritual receptiveness to divine healing energy. Cayce emphasized that this attunement is not a passive process, but requires active collaboration with spiritual forces through a conscious intention to aid others and convey divine love in everyday life. The healing frequency is influenced more by selfless intentions than by a personal wish for comfort or benefit. The second principle relates to what Cayce referred to as the practice of laying on of hands with a spiritual purpose. In his readings, he emphasized that people can serve as conduits for the vibration of Jesus Christ by enhancing their spiritual awareness and mastering the ability to channel divine healing energy through touch, prayer, and concentrated intention. During documented healing sessions, Cayce noted that those in harmony with Christ's vibration could convey healing energy that resulted in significant improvements in conditions that conventional medicine had failed to address. However, it's important to understand a critical aspect of how this energy transmission occurs. Cayce emphasized that healing is not sourced from the individual healer, but rather it emanates from a divine source through them. A healer must embody what he referred to as spiritual humility, understanding themselves as conduits rather than as the origins of healing energy. His writings highlight that this humility is crucial, as an inflated ego can obstruct the untainted vibration essential for spiritual healing. In Cayce's observations, the most successful healers were those who fully relinquished their personal will in favor of divine direction during healing processes. The third concept he introduced is what he called vibrational nutrition and lifestyle alignment. In his medical teachings, he consistently emphasized that physical habits can either enhance or hinder the body's capacity to receive and sustain the vibration of Jesus Christ. The dietary advice documented by Cayce was not solely focused on physical well-being. It aimed at preserving vibrational clarity, which helps spiritual healing forces to operate more effectively. He indicated that certain foods, thoughts, and activities could either elevate or diminish the body's spiritual receptivity. According to materials preserved from Virginia Beach, Cayce noted that individuals adhering to his guidelines for a vibrational lifestyle experienced more reliable access to spiritual healing energy and increased overall spiritual sensitivity. In just 3 minutes, I will present the case showcasing the most remarkable healing achieved through the vibration of Jesus Christ that Cayce ever recorded. But first, let me clarify the fourth principle. The fourth principle pertains to what Cayce referred to as group vibrational amplification. In his readings, he emphasized that the vibration associated with Jesus Christ becomes significantly stronger when several individuals come together with a shared intention for both healing and spiritual service. Cayce noted that healing groups that focused on channeling divine love, rather than solely seeking personal healing, generated what he described as spiritual vortexes, which considerably enhanced the healing energy accessible to all participants. His documented findings suggest that these communal sessions frequently yielded healing outcomes that astonished even seasoned spiritual practitioners, demonstrating the amplifying effect of collective spiritual intention harmonized with Christ's vibration. The fifth principle relates to what Cayce identified as vibrational persistence through spiritual service. In his philosophical teachings, he repeatedly emphasized that to maintain the connection to the vibration of Jesus Christ, one must continually commit to serving the spiritual and physical health of others, rather than mainly concentrating on their own healing needs. Cayce's documented cases revealed that individuals who channeled their healing skills into assisting others tended to experience steadier spiritual alignment and more effective healing outcomes compared to those primarily driven by personal interests. This focus on service enhances a person's link to the divine healing vibration, as it aligns their personal intentions with the universal purpose of healing and restoration for all. Now here's a case that highlighted the most remarkable healing through the Jesus Christ vibration in Cayce's documented work. According to records stored in the ARE, a woman sought Cayce's help for a condition deemed hopeless by several medical experts. Her body was gradually deteriorating, and the doctors projected that she had only a few weeks left. However, Cayce perceived something within her spiritual energy field that conventional medical tests failed to uncover. During his reading for her, he disclosed that her illness stemmed from what he referred to as spiritual grief, which had caused vibrational blockages across her energy system. A prolonged history of unresolved emotional trauma had fundamentally altered her cellular vibration, rendering her body incapable of maintaining health. Nonetheless, Cayce also noted that her soul was poised for complete spiritual healing, provided she could learn to attune herself to the vibration of Jesus Christ through the specific spiritual practices he recommended for her situation. What transpired next, according to recorded accounts, left everyone, including Cayce, astonished. After following Cayce's recommendations for spiritual alignment, prayer, and serving others, the woman began to experience what he termed vibrational restoration. Within a few months, her condition had entirely reversed, and she went on to live for many more years in outstanding health, committing herself to assist others in achieving spiritual healing. Medical professionals who assessed her after her recovery were unable to explain the remarkable transformation in her physical state. However, Cayce clarified that her connection with the vibration of Jesus Christ had re-established her body's natural spiritual frequency, enabling divine healing energy to mend cellular damage that was deemed irreversible by medicine. This example illustrates the concept that Cayce consistently emphasized regarding the boundless healing abilities accessible through a correct spiritual alignment with the vibration of Christ. However, what elevates this healing methodology for contemporary use is this. Cayce asserted that the vibration of Jesus Christ complements medical interventions rather than substituting them. In his recorded medical assessments, he frequently advised integrating spiritual healing techniques with suitable medical care to attain the best outcomes. As per his belief system, both spiritual and physical healing approaches fulfill a divine purpose and function most effectively when combined with a proper comprehension of how vibrational healing can bolster and enhance medical treatment. The sixth principle that Cayce imparted is what he referred to as vibrational diagnosis via spiritual attunement. In his medical readings, he showcased his ability to discern the spiritual and emotional roots of physical symptoms by connecting with a person's energy field. Cayce consistently emphasized that skilled spiritual healers can cultivate this diagnostic ability by calming their analytical thoughts and allowing spiritual intuition to uncover the underlying causes of ailments that standard medical evaluations might overlook. His documented findings indicate that this form of spiritual diagnosis frequently uncovers emotional traumas, spiritual struggles, or vibrational disruptions that need to be addressed for thorough healing to take place, even when medical interventions effectively control physical symptoms. The seventh principle pertains to what Cayce called healing through vibrational sound and music. In his documented teachings, he explained that specific sounds, prayers, and musical frequencies can assist in aligning human consciousness with the vibration of Jesus Christ, thereby enhancing healing processes. Cayce emphasized the significance of spiritual music, chanting, and vocal prayers as effective means to elevate vibrational frequency and foster openness to divine healing energy. Records from Virginia Beach indicate that individuals who integrated these sound healing techniques into their spiritual journey frequently achieved quicker and more comprehensive healing results compared to those who relied solely on other practices. However, there is an even deeper aspect to the efficacy of vibrational healing. The eighth principle that Cayce presented pertains to what he termed healing through vibrational forgiveness. In his readings, he consistently demonstrated that unaddressed feelings of anger, resentment, and guilt form vibrational obstructions that hinder the effective flow of spiritual healing energy. Cayce noted that numerous chronic ailments stemmed from a person's struggle to forgive themselves or others for previous wounds and errors. These emotional barriers fundamentally alter the body's energy field, rendering it resistant to both spiritual and conventional medical treatments. His documented findings indicate that fully embracing forgiveness and letting go of resentment can lead to significant enhancements in spiritual receptivity, often resulting in spontaneous physical healing as these energy blocks are cleared. The ninth principle pertains to what Cayce referred to as vibrational prayer and the practice of affirmation. In his spiritual teachings, he outlined particular prayer techniques and affirmations aimed at synchronizing human consciousness with the vibration of Jesus Christ, ensuring this alignment is sustained throughout daily life. The prayer practices documented by Cayce were not merely pleas for healing. They were proactive approaches for tuning into the divine frequency and serving as clear conduits for spiritual healing energy. According to the teachings preserved by the ARE, individuals who consistently engaged in prayer and affirmations reported enhanced spiritual alignment and improved effectiveness in their healing work for others. Here's how you can start integrating these principles of Jesus Christ's vibration into your own life. Drawing from Cayce's recorded teachings and practical strategies, begin by establishing a daily routine of spiritual alignment through prayer and meditation, with a specific emphasis on aligning your consciousness with divine love, rather than solely seeking personal gains. Cayce emphasized that aligning oneself in this manner is essential for tapping into healing vibrations. He recommended dedicating time daily to quiet reflection, seeking to become a clear conduit for divine healing energy, while expressing appreciation for the chance to contribute to others' spiritual and physical wellness. Additionally, he advised practicing what he referred to as constructive thinking and speaking. His documented teachings indicate that our thoughts and words possess vibrational energy that can either enhance or obstruct spiritual healing. Therefore, it is important to consciously choose to think and communicate in ways that convey love, hope, and spiritual upliftment, instead of resorting to criticism, fear, or negativity. This mental practice progressively elevates your personal energy and enhances your ability to receive divine healing. Additionally, seek out chances to assist others through kind gestures, healing prayers, or emotional encouragement. Cayce repeatedly emphasized that serving others is the most powerful means to sustain a strong connection to the vibrational energy of Jesus Christ. Healing energy circulates effortlessly through individuals who are engaged in expressing divine love in tangible ways, rather than concentrating solely on their own spiritual growth or healing requirements. Finally, delve into and implement Cayce's recorded teachings regarding vibrational nutrition and lifestyle habits that foster spiritual sensitivity. Be mindful of the impact that various foods, activities, and environments have on your spiritual clarity and energy levels. Based on documented research, making choices that nurture spiritual alignment gradually enhances your ability to channel healing energy, allowing you to maintain elevated vibrational states in your everyday life. Moreover, engage in vibrational healing methods such as laying on of hands, healing prayer, and providing spiritual guidance to friends and family members who are receptive to this type of assistance. Cayce emphasized that healing abilities grow through practice, and everyone has the potential to become a powerful channel for divine healing energy with appropriate training and spiritual attunement. Additionally, consider joining or forming a healing prayer group dedicated to expressing the vibration of Jesus Christ for the benefit of others, rather than solely focusing on personal issues. Cayce's recorded insights highlight that collective spiritual practices significantly enhance healing energy and expedite personal spiritual growth. These groups function at their best when participants prioritize aligning with divine intentions over individual ambitions or spiritual ego. Additionally, it's crucial to identify and let go of vibrational barriers by engaging in forgiveness exercises, emotional recovery, and seeking spiritual guidance when necessary. Cayce emphasized that unresolved emotional conflicts hinder effective spiritual alignment, regardless of one's knowledge or proficiency in healing methods. Conduct a thorough assessment of your relationships and circumstances where you harbor resentment, fear, or guilt, and methodically work to dissolve these barriers through prayer, forgiveness efforts, and professional support as needed. According to the teachings of Cayce that have been recorded, inner work is crucial for establishing a consistent connection to the vibrational energy of Jesus Christ and becoming a proficient spiritual healer. A key takeaway from Cayce's lessons is that this Jesus Christ vibration is not merely a healing method. Rather, it embodies a state of being that slowly but surely alters how you approach life, your relationships, and your service to others. Cayce emphasized that this vibration signifies the inherent frequency of divine love, which is conveyed through human awareness, and tapping into it necessitates a sincere dedication to spiritual advancement, rather than merely seeking healing outcomes. For those facing ongoing health issues that haven't responded favorably to standard treatments, Cayce would suggest looking into spiritual healing methods while also receiving suitable medical care, ensuring collaboration with qualified healthcare professionals. If you feel a calling to enhance your healing abilities to assist others, his documented teachings offer practical advice on spiritual alignment, energy cultivation, and healing practices that have benefited countless individuals over the years. The path ahead, as outlined in Cayce's recorded teachings, emphasizes the importance of regular daily engagement in spiritual alignment, selfless acts for the well-being of others, and a slow progression in attuning to divine healing energy through prayer, meditation, and practical experience. By committing to these practices with patience and dedication over time, one can learn to tap into and direct the same vibrational energy of Jesus Christ that Cayce exemplified in his healing endeavors, thus playing a role in the spiritual awakening and healing our world urgently needs. However, Cayce highlighted a crucial aspect of mastering these spiritual healing skills, the necessity of what he termed spiritual persistence and humility. The ego tends to resist yielding control to divine intent, and doubts regarding spiritual healing are likely to resurface frequently. Those who endure these difficulties while concentrating on helping others instead of seeking recognition cultivate the spiritual growth necessary for meaningful healing work. As outlined in his recorded teachings, the most impactful healers are typically those who operate discreetly, avoiding the spotlight and letting divine healing energy flow through them without claiming personal achievement for the outcomes. According to Cayce, the benefits of this spiritual advancement reach far beyond personal healing. They encompass a profound sense of purpose, spiritual tranquility, and the joy of contributing to the divine plan for healing and restoration in the world. For more insights into Edgar Cayce's documented healing teachings, consider subscribing and sharing this video with anyone who may gain from understanding the spiritual principles underlying miraculous healing. There is a pressing need for more individuals who can access and channel the healing vibration of Jesus Christ for ailments that traditional medicine cannot address.